Hello, hello, hello. Is this thing on? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. It's Wednesday night. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. You're tuned in to Bose 831 Gaming's Twitch live stream series. We're playing Farming Simulator 22 and we're on the Alma, Missouri map. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. Um, and without much further ado, we're just going to jump right into it. And again, I did get into doing some things off camera. Let me try to see if I can get us all set up here and up to speed with where we're at. Um, the main thing we've done here, let's turn on our grass filter, because the majority of the work we're going to be doing now with the way we have the field set up is we're going to be doing mostly grass work going forward. And where we're at right now, I attempted to put down some herbicide on my grass fields. It really didn't make any difference in my precision farming scores for these fields. Unfortunately, I'm still, because I had got away from playing the farming part of the game and more into playing the forestry part of the game. Um, my expertise in the ins and out of precision farming is not where it needs to be yet, and it wasn't really there the last time I last played with precision farming enabled. So I'm still kind of learning as I go here, and right now it's still a little bit in so much rocket science to me right now. But as you can see, we got scores all over the place here. These fields are now at 80, while the newly created fields are at roughly 40, 39, 39, and 39. And my other existing fields are all sitting at 69 and 69. The only field that's really still sitting at close to 100 is the oat field, and that's because I haven't done anything with it yet, because we haven't cycled back around to, the planting season for that particular field yet. And again, this is kind of how it all breaks down. Here's even though when you're looking at the menu, it doesn't show what these bars are, but you can kind of surmise what they are by counting the bars. And you can see the nitrogen. Part of the reason why this field, the wheat field, is at 69 is because nitrogen is at 0 right now. The pH value is almost max. All the other bars appear to be max. So pH value, weed control, soil sampling, tillage, so on and so forth. This field was just a tad off on nitrogen. This field, no nitrogen. Everything else looks close to max. Going back over here to my other grass fields, the 39s are a little bit soil sampling, and I don't know why soil sampling is down. But that's something we should be able to address here in just a sec. This one's just, the 80s are all, I'm taking a hit on the nitrogen score. These others, it looks like I'm taking a hit on soil sampling, which I don't quite understand why. Yeah, so, hmm. So with that in mind, you would think I would be able to go over here. Let's go precision farming here. Where do we go to get the? Trying to remember how we get to that menu here now. It's from here, right? I'm having a brain malfunction. Not there. What menu is it soil sampling under? Soil type, HA, nitrogen yield, seal rate. Alright. Kind of lost here at the moment. Let's see, how do we get to the other menu here? Here we go. Yeah, we got to right right click on the precision farming box there. Okay, so I'm going to hit purchase soil information here. Although I've done this before, I really shouldn't be taking this financial hit again, but I've done this multiple times, but I don't know why it's not registering. But we're going to pay it again, but nothing's there. I paid the soil sampling fee for that field, $17,000. All right, where we at here? I probably shouldn't even spent that 17K. All right, we'll hit this. What is this one? Purchase soil information is 10,500. We'll pay that again. And was that the other one that was tripping? Let's see. 21. Is that all of them? Oh, I didn't even have to do that one again. Joy. All right. It is what it is. But that doesn't seem to be updating yet, so we'll not do anything else because my budget's already lower than I like for it to be right now, even though we're still at $500,000 budget-wise. I just don't want to be wasting any cash unnecessarily. But getting back to where I was before I was distracted by all this wonderful precision farming stuff. What we've also been doing off camera, like I said, I've been working my grass fields. We just finished mowing field 3, and or I thought we did I not? Oh wow. I forgot to hit save, didn't I? Awesome. Well, I didn't save. We need to mow field 3. I actually did mow this field off camera, but apparently I forgot to save. So we're actually going to have to do that again. Alright, so we're gonna turn on more, and then I can get into what I originally planned to get into tonight. Because we were supposed to be ahead of the game, but I'm actually behind the 8-ball here, because I actually had mowed this field off camera, but apparently I didn't save before I left the game, so that mowing process did not officially take place. So we're gonna get that knocked out now, and then we'll take it from there. But my other dilemma was going to be is the only baler that I own right now is the fast bale, and that bale is a silage baling configuration setup. And for this particular harvest, I wanted to collect grass bales and not do silage. But with that particular baler, I can't do straight grass bales because it doesn't have the option for me to turn the silage function off. So what I'm likely going to have to do is lease if I want to do straight grass bales, I'm going to have to lease a different baler that only does grass, because it's not possible for me to do grass with that fast bale. The only types of bales I can do with the fast bale are silage and hay. So that's kind of my dilemma right now when I want to do straight grass bales. The fast bale is awesome for doing hay, or obviously it's perfectly designed for doing silage bales, but for this particular bale harvest here, at least this go around, I want to do grass, and I don't have a baler set up that will allow me to do straight grass beds. Also, the other issue here is with this configuration that I'm running, I'm pretty much at the max horsepower for this particular tractor. This is my most powerful tractor. As you can see, it struggles making its way around this field in a timely manner, so it's going to take me longer than it would normally take to mow this very small grass field. So I'm definitely going to have to be in the market here for some more powerful mowing equipment or another more powerful tractor. But getting back to my point where we started about having to spend unnecessary cash is, as you can see, my budget's kind of on the low end right now, so I don't have a lot of budgetary options right now. If I purchase another large piece of equipment, that's going to kill my budget immediately. So I'm really not in a place financially where I can upgrade my equipment right at the moment. And I could take out loans, but as I placed emphasis on when we started this series, I'm really trying to do this series without having to take out a lot of loans in order to operate my farm. And I'm still gonna do my best to try to operate within that framework. So this is where we're at right now. We're kind of gonna have to grind out our large capital equipment purchases. But if it starts to get too grindy, I might change my mind on that. So stay tuned, but that's at least where we're at right now. So let's see. Not going downhill as fast as we can go, but part of that's because we're using momentum as well as the horsepower of the tractor to get the job done. So that goes quickly. But then coming back uphill is entirely a different thing entirely. And even with this configuration, it's still somewhat annoying that we still miss a lot of small areas of grass. But that's kind of where we're at right now. And of course, if you've been following the game, you're following the Farming Simulator website, you know, there's been some game updates recently. There was a DLC that released this week. It's a paid DLC, but it's not a paid DLC that's part of the main game DLC packs. It's a paid DLC that is, I guess, what's the term I'm looking for? For a Giants endorsed mod maker. So it's more like I guess you would call it an official paid DLC for the game, but not a DLC that's produced by Giants. And the paid DLC has actually had a few issues and bugs that have been reported by people who got to use the DLC early release, you know, so they can get the reviews and everything. And as I understand, some of the mods were fixed. They were working on it right up until the last minute. Some of the issues with the mod were fixed, I should say, but there's still some issues that persist. But if you want to check that out, I suggest you link up with one of the YouTubers that I recommend, either DJ Go Ham, Mr. Silly P. Those are my two top YouTubers that I go to for more reliable information about the game and game updates and so on and so forth, because they are Giants partners, but they're not Giants partners such to the point where they don't provide you with honest reviews and honest opinions about the game or any products for the game. So check those out when you get a chance. The reviews are out there. The mod pack is out, and if you want to spend money to download the this particular mod pack, go to the Farming Simulator website and pick review information about the pack. Me myself, I've seen enough to know that I am particularly not interested in purchasing the pack, and I won't be picking it up because it doesn't really add any new gameplay elements to the game that you cannot already do with mods that are available through the mod. That being said, and it is an interesting package. It does have a few tidbits that are a little bit different, but again, nothing, no actual new functionality to the game. So, but one interesting piece of equipment in the package, there's some solar panels that have a cleaning robot, but of course, from what there are some issues with that. And there's also a piece of equipment that will allow you to create liquid fertilizer from your cows. But again, there's also a few issues with that. There's a beet washer that you could utilize that allows you to get more, well, not just beet washer, but washing machines for all of your root crops, really. It allows you to make a little more money from your root crops, but there are some issues with that as well. But again, check out Mr. CLP, check out DJ GoHam, some of your Farming Simulator YouTubers for more information about that mod pack and their honest reviews about said mod pack. And that's pretty all I got right now on that. Like I said, I myself am not interested in the mod pack or purchasing the mod pack at this point in time, but I know some players are collectors and they collect everything that has to do with said games, and if you're one of those folks, definitely check it out. The game actually has 2 official paid DLCs out right now. There's that pack and there's the pumps and hoses pack, and that pack, in my humble opinion, is a lot more quality pack and actually does add some new gameplay elements to the game. I don't have that one either, but not because of the issue that it doesn't add anything new to the game, but that's just because I don't play or utilize a lot of the silage functionality in the game right now. It's something I may look into purchasing and utilizing down the road, but I don't at this time. I don't do a lot of gameplay with silage. That may change now, especially with what we're doing now on this map. In particular, since we have so much grass work we're going to be doing here now, so stay tuned for that. But essentially speaking, that's more if you're into doing things with your BGA and silage and digestate and all of that good stuff. And I have actually played some series where I've utilized my BGA, but we haven't got to that point in this series yet. But again, stay tuned because we're just starting to get to the beginning of our phase of grass work for the series. We'll have to see how that all goes. Again, one of my underlying goals for this series was to get all of my available production chains that come with this map live during this series, so we'll see how far we can progress with that, and then kind of take it from there. And if folks are still tuning in, we'll continue to advance the series and see what comes to pass. But that was kind of my end goal. My end game I have set for the entire series is to get all of the available production chains that are available with this map up and running and operational. But we still got a little ways to go with that. We're getting closer to that goal, but we still have a ways to go, and I still got to figure out once we get more money in the bank where I'm going to place my buildings and so on and so forth, because there's not a lot of open lots here on this map for me to place certain production chain buildings, and not all of the buildings that are in the production chains that are available by default when you start up this map. we really need to establish a sugar production chain and a couple of others. We need a wool, and we're actually going to have to place that very soon because my sheep are just about ready to. Well, they're actually not past being ready, but it's about once my wool storage is maxed out, I'm going to have to start looking into what we're going to do with the wool, and I need to start having that wool turn into a resource for my productions as well. And so we'll probably going to look at getting a textile production chain going as well, but there's no, by default, there's no spinnery on this map. So we're going to have to look into that, and I'm going to have to figure out where I can acquire some land and place that building as well. There's also, I think it's a juice factory, is another production plane. Damn, I can't speak today. Another production chain building that's not on the map by default. We're going to have to place that somewhere on the map and get that one going as well. And I know that there's another one I'm missing that I'm probably forgetting right off the top of my brain. But there's about 3 different production chains that are not on this map by default that we need in order to support the existing production chains that we already have on the map. And some of them are base game, and you got one custom production chain. But we'll get into that more shortly. Alright, we just about got this field wrapped up. And again, like I was saying earlier, I did initially do all of this off camera with the idea in that we would just come in tonight and just jump right into building, but the universe had other ideas. So, but it's all good. We are still gonna get things knocked out and get where we need to be. If I have time, I'm probably gonna do some contract work here. We actually need as much cash as we can get right now. But now that I've purchased a few of the previously available contract fields and now on those fields, there's going to be less contracts available to us between terms. So that's something else I gotta factor in. All right. And again, all these little small patches of grass that we miss with the mower is more than a little bit annoying at times. And I don't know why it's missing those small little spots. Alright, now as you see how much this bad boy struggles going uphill. It's really bad. And there's another patch right there. And it's not, I just don't understand that. Because the way I have this configuration, there shouldn't be any gaps. But I know that gaps are created when we make turns and whatnot. Still, it still seems like we're missing a little bit too much. Alright, so let's get this straight. But getting back to the whole precision farming conversation, again, I'm kind of relearning how all that precision farming stuff works as we go here, so just bear with me. We'll get it all figured out together and find out what works and what doesn't work. The grass work is a little bit different from all of your other normal field work, so you definitely need to take that into consideration as well. I probably should have just ran another line up here because the space I left for myself to turn around is way too tight, and that's why I keep missing so much grass here. Yeah, look at there, just all that right there is just crazy. Alright, so let's get that. And still, you see it, that's missed too. I don't understand why. Get that turn around. And now we got enough room to turn the tractor around and hopefully. Alright. Let's see, probably got 4 or 5 more passes before we're done. But we're definitely not fast forming here right now, so just bear with me. Believe me, I'm not that patient either when it comes to this stuff. I like playing realistically at times, but then for me there's a balance between realism and patience. And sometimes I teeter on either side of that. Alright. It's nice to know how much time it takes to do these things realistically, but it's also nice to know, okay, this is a game, and sometimes you do things for the sake of gameplay versus realism. But yeah, as you know, if you've been following along in the series and watching me long enough, you know my thoughts on that. But again, like I always say, you have to play the game the way that works the best for you and is the most fun for you. That's really what it's all about. There are guys that like to gatekeep in the community about playing realistically versus not playing realistically, but at the end of the day, it's a game. Play the way that works the best for you, and above all, have fun doing it. If you're not having fun, then what are you doing? And you know, that's my catchphrase, so there's that. Alright, we almost have it knocked out. Just got a few more passes to make and we'll work on this whole building situation. And again, my objective tonight is I want to do grass bales and not hay and not silage. So my fast bale that I own is not going to be of use for me, a use to me tonight. So we're going to have to lease a baler that only bales grass. And I got to give that some thought and take into consideration what piece of equipment I want to utilize for that particular purpose. Yeah, we're still going to have to make at least one more pass. And then we'll kind of roll through and touch up all these strange missed grass spots. It's just insane. They're everywhere, and I don't get it. I don't get it. But I'm not gonna let it stress me out. Nope. That's not what we do here. You guys that have followed along the series long enough know that I do have my good days, I do have my bad days, but not today. Yeah. That's also the aspect of this game. There are aspects of this game that will frustrate you at times, but don't lose sight of your primary objective is always to have fun doing what you do. Let's see. Now we'll just kind of run through here and just make sure we didn't miss stuff we're always still going to miss them, and then it never fails not to happen. We'll try to catch as much as we can. And if you don't get it this time, we'll get it on the next run. It's grass. So there's that. And the other cool thing about grass, for you people that might be new to the game that don't know this yet, but the grass will always get grass and sugar cane are two crops in the grain in the game that will go, man, what is it with my words tonight? I'm a regular wordsmith today. But they're two crops that will grow back automatically. Tongue twister. So you don't necessarily have to replant with these types of fields. You do have to pay attention to, however, you do have to pay attention to your pH levels, which is, it comes from your lime, and your nitrogen levels, which comes from your fertilizer. So you can see that, look at that, 8 miles an hour going uphill. That's just insane. But let's go ahead and wrap this up. I've had enough fun watching this turtle action here. And whatever we miss, we miss. Alright. So that's the mowing job complete. And we can head on back over here to our shop, do our equipment customary equipment maintenance. Alright, we're about ready for an egg delivery too, aren't we? Yep. That's cool. We can make a little bit of money off of that. Alright, so repair. Alright, repair. Equipment maintenance done. And we can go ahead and place our mowing equipment back in storage here. And then we're going to do some brainstorming on what baling solution we want to utilize for our grass baling. So, in the back end, and then we'll turn around and release the one on the front end. Like so. Alright. And there we have it, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. One field mowed. Now let's get over here to our shop menu, and let's first of all check to see what's on sale. And we do have a baler on sale, but unfortunately it's a silage baler, which won't help us much. Got to love that luck. So we're gonna have to go baler shopping, so let's go here in the shop menu on the balers, and we're not looking to buy one right now. We're just gonna lease it. And I'm gonna go right to my modded equipment, and I think I'm gonna utilize this baler here. Because I could go ultra cheap and just get one of these small grass balers, but I want slightly larger bales, and I'm kind of partial to, even though we've been using round bales for a majority of this series, I want to do something a little bit different here and do some square bales. But I think I want to use the baler here, not the one that's part of this Ultimate Mowing and Baling pack. That's by what's the mod maker on that one? Let's look that up real quick. And I should have had the Farming Simulator site up in the background before we got started today, and that's also me not being fully prepared for where I need to be at tonight. Um, let's see. Oh, and of course I can't spell. I was hoping I could look it up real quick, and I'm not finding it right away, am I? Ultimate mowing. As a search engine, okay. This I should have known. I just couldn't. Having my brain cells are kind of fried today from real life stuff at work, so I not that fast on the brain right now. But it's by Mac Trucker 921, and the mod is the Ultimate Mowing and Baling Pack by Mac Trucker 921. And we're gonna use this baler here, I think. Yeah, because this other one here is configured for. No, that one. This one's configured for. This is liftable. What's the difference? One's extra capacity, one's extra capacity liftable. So we want to use this one because we definitely want to have the liftable bales. Yeah. So we'll use this guy. And don't care about the tires. Wheel setup, don't care. What is the LED strobe options? The corner strobes, just the colors. LED corner strobes. I don't know what that does, but we'll corner strobes, red, pink. We just have different colors. Yellow, white, red, blue. Red, white, blue. Does it actually do anything? No. But I want to see what they do, so we'll just do the red, white, blue ones just for amusement purposes. Rear hitch would do. I want to have the rear hitch. 3-point. Yeah, I think we'll do the 3-point. Cause I don't know. Yeah, we'll just do the 3-point. Cause at this point I don't know which type of hitch my bale trailer actually has on it. Cause we don't need solid additives because we're not trying to do silage, so we could just lease this right here as is, and that's going to set us back 160 grand. No, that's not the lease price. So lease will be $8,185. Yes. So we'll pick that up from the shop, and I forgot to pay attention to what the horsepower requirement was for it, but I think we're covered. So we're going to head to the shop real quick, pick up that baler. And we may eyeball that baler for a future purchase down the road. Probably looking to try to catch it while it's on sale. Hopefully it'll fall into the sale category on one of these upcoming months. We can pick it up at a discount. But if not, we'll still watch the sales for any grass balers that are on sale at a discount. And given that we're only working at this small grass field, that's really way more baler than I need for the job at hand. But I just want to switch up to do some square bales, and because that's a small grass field, we'll probably only get maybe 1, maybe 2 bales out of the whole thing. But it's what I want to do right now, so that's where I'm at. And again, we reduce the time scale on game right now to real time so that we're able to have enough time each day playing with 2-day months to do what we need to do and not run out of time in the process, especially when we're doing tasks that take a lot more time to do. And so that we don't run out of day and run out of month before we can finish all the tasks that we need to do on our different farms. Or different fields, I should say. Alright, so we're going to head back to our main farm. And you kind of see the red, white, and blue strobes are already flashing. So that's kind of cool. Doesn't really add any functionality, but still a cool cosmetic thing. It probably looks really cool at night too. But hopefully we can get to a point here with the precision farming where we have a better idea of what we're doing and what we need to do to get that score up where it needs to be. I know when you first start out on these fields and you first purchase them, it takes a cycle, at least one cycle, harvesting cycle, before you can get the correct number. So I think that's part of what may be in play right now, but we'll see. And at some point off camera, I need to pick up those remnant straw swaths from contracts we've done on other fields, but because the game doesn't have crop decay in it, those straw swaths are going to stay there forever. And because I don't own the fields, I can't do anything with them, so they'll just be there forever until I possibly take ownership of the field and pick that material up. But if I never decide to own those fields, those straw swaths will be there forever. Alright, so here we are, we're ready to go. Let's do some back grass work. Oops. And I'm already having a bad brain cell experience. We forgot to grab the bale trailer. And again, not really going to be a big deal here for what we're doing on this particular field, but it's something to keep in mind for future reference when we're working one of our larger grass fields. Okay, and that's what I was afraid of. It should still, because it's the 3-point, right? I thought I got the 3-point option. It's still not being recognized. Joy, joy. Alright. Not gonna fight the good fight. Don't know what the issue is there, but not gonna fight the good fight. We'll do it in 2 steps. I don't know what the disconnect is. pickup, turn on baler. Still gonna miss my fast bell because of the wide pickup, but we'll be okay. And that's why I like the wide pickup. Miss material. We're just gonna go. Normally my OCD side of my brain will make me go back and pick up all those little spots, but that's inefficient, so we'll just make our main pass. And I forgot to set the bill size, so we're already starting off making more bills than I intended to, so we're kind of stuck now. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go for the large bills. Let me see, how can we do this? Off biller. We're gonna have to change that in process. Hello biller. And get out of there, homie. Good job. Now, change bill size, 220, 240, 23, 223, 243. And we want the largest bill size, which looks to be 249. But I wanna, let's do. All right, let me check something here. What are these bill sizes that our bill trailer will accept? Where we at? All right. Owned items. It will do 125 to 180 through 240 in square bills. So we want a 240 square bill. So going back over here. Change bill size. And we know it can do, yeah, so we want 240. Lower pickup, turn on baler. And let's fire it up again. We don't want a gazillion bills. The less bills we produce, the better on console, because there is a bill limit on console that we have to keep in mind. So that's why when I have the option, I always want to work with the larger supported bill sizes so that we have less bills in storage or on the map at one time. And we already got a lot of bills in storage as is. All right. And even with this larger bill size, we're still going to produce a lot of bills. And again, the OCD side of my brain is going to make me go back and try to pick up every little misspotted material on this field. So just have to bear with me. It's just part of my brain and the way it works. So And now that I think about it, don't I have... Hold on. Hold up here, guys. I'm making this way harder than it needs to be as well. Let me go grab one other piece of equipment that we do own. And even though we already have windrows in place, we got something that could help us out a bit more. I did not. Or did I sell that? Did I sell that back to the shop? I most surely did, didn't I? Yes, I did, because we had the fast bill, so we didn't need it anymore. Well, things have changed. Alright, but I'm not going to drive back to the shop to get it. But there's a larger windrow device that I could have put on the front end of this tractor that would just pick up everything and funnel it all in one line up underneath the tractor and between the tractor and the baler. That would make this pickup process that I'm doing now a lot easier, but I've sold that piece of equipment back to the shop, so we're gonna kind of have to do this the hard way right now. I'm not driving back to the shop just to pick that piece of equipment up. Apologies, guys. Batteries died on us there. Modern technology. I always keep 2 sets of rechargeables ready to go, so just a little quick swap and we're back in business. But because we don't have the windrower, this whole baling process is going to take us a little bit of time, more than it would typically take. So I know next time if I want to do grass bales again, I'll need to lease a windrower as well. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here in just a moment. Let's go. Let me bring up the shop menu here so you can see what I'm talking about. And the device that I wouldn't normally use right now, but I'm not going to drive back to the shop to pick it up. This particular instance is where we're at on the windrowers, and it's this bad boy right here, the front windrower, R100. Yeah, because I could spread that bad boy out, and that would make this whole pickup process go twice as fast. Tractor would go slower, but you make up the difference by how much your area you're able to cover in one pass. And me, and the way my brain works, I'm not going to be able to leave this field until we picked up every loose piece of material in sight. So you guys are just going to have to bear with me tonight, because I'm going to try to hit it all. That's just the way it works. All right, so and because I got 2 different bale size bales, how we started, we'll have to play around with coming back in with the bale trailer and picking up the bales. But we'll get that figured out when we get there. But I'll probably only do grass bales this one time and use this field for right now, just for creating bat. Wow, I really can't talk tonight. Grass bales for mostly for using with our sheep. And if we get too close to the bale limit, we'll just sell them off for profit. But again, those are all things that we'll play by ear as we go along in the series. Alright, this way. I know I am about that missed product. Can't do it. But we need to work our way uphill, then come back downhill, I think. And just keep in mind, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is a small grass field. Wait till we hit those other two. I'm definitely gonna have to have some big boy equipment in play when we get to working those other two fields now. Being that we also have now more than enough materials to support our TMR operations, we'll probably be selling a lot more bales now that we have the capacity to produce a lot more bales. And we've already, as you've seen, we're kind of over indexing right now on about to say salads, but not wheat, but straw bales. So we may even look at coming in and selling a few of those off, just because we don't need them in storage, sitting in storage, and we can at least make a little bit of cold cash off of them. In fact, that might be an idea for a future episode. Is we'll have a great straw sell-off, keeping in mind that straw is of its greatest value to me thanks to the straw harvest pack, when I turn those straw bales into straw pellets and then sell the straw pellets. So that may be, thinking out loud, a project we'll look at scheduling for a future episode, and having a great straw sell-off, straw pellet sell-off. And lucky for us, we have a straw pellet sell point on our main farm. Wonderful how things are when a plan all comes together. Alright. But we're okay. We're still making good time. Uh, even though I tried to get some of the stuff knocked out ahead of the live tonight so that you wouldn't have to watch me do all these things. It's also cool to see and cool to learn if you're new to the game, or if you're an old head who just is looking for something to watch while you kill some time. But whatever your situation is, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in and checking me out. Alright. And if you don't understand some of my slang terminology, I also apologize, I don't know, tonight. Apologize ahead of time. I'm American. Work with me. And if you have any comments, suggestions, questions, put them in the chat. Happy to engage. Alright, let's see where we're at. Almost there, almost there. think we just about got it. Looking good, looking good. We're gonna go ahead and unload the baler. But before I do, let's take a quick screenshot before I forget, because I already did. I intended to take one before we finish the harvest. So zoom in here and say cheese. All right, let's go. Go ahead and fold the baler. Oops. Negative. Unload baler. This one bale wants to hang out and be my friend. Just got the liftable bale, so that's less of a problem than it could have been. Fold baler now. And we're not going to turn it in right away just in case we need it for some other purpose. Well, let's go grab our bale trailer. They didn't want to hitch earlier for whatever unknown reason. And I don't know if the hitch on this trailer is a ball hitch or pin hitch. I have no idea. And set this to operating position. And let's see what it does. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Ah, you can't make this stuff happen. One of the joys of the game. So, I don't want to waste money on bale trailers that won't work with the liftable bales from this liftable bales pack. I did not anticipate that there would be an issue with the bale trailer picking up the bale as long as it was the correct bale size, but such is not the case, and these are some wonderful issues that you run into sometimes with this game. One of the asks that I hope they incorporate in the future versions of the game, but they haven't in years past now, so I don't hope that they'll have it in the future, but it would be nice if for some of these mods, mod packs, other elements in the game, if there was a functionality in the game where we could be provided with instructions on how to use certain equipment and what works and don't works, and so on and so forth. You have your mod notes, but that's about it. But it'd be actually helpful if they could incorporate helper text or something, some functionality of that nature into the game's UI itself, so that mod makers could actually incorporate those elements into the game to provide support or instructions in game for the mods. Let's see here. What am I looking for here? Where is that liftable bills pack? I mean, ultimate mowing pack at is what I'm looking for. I don't see it. I'm looking for the ultimate mowing and baling pack. I want to see if it had a particular set of bale trailers that came with it, because I think the issue that I'm having here is I'm probably running into an issue where only specific bale trailers will work with the bales, even though they're deemed as liftable bales, they're only liftable bales as it relates to equipment from that particular mod pack. Where is it? I'm not seeing it. What am I missing here? There it is. That can't be right though. But the problem that I'm running in here is I don't want to have to rent or lease a bale trailer, drive all the way to the farm, and it still not work. So that's my catch-22 right now. I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. So we will go with this one that is with the pack, and let's hope like heck that the bales work with it. That's going to set us back another $4,000 or so. So we got to drive back down to the shop, get a bale trailer that hopefully will work with the bales that we just produced. Further adding to the time that it's going to take to get this process done tonight. Again, Roy's a Farming Simulator 22 personified. Some things fun, some things not so much. Some things tedious, some things not so tedious. But because we're doing it live, I don't have the luxury of doing jump cuts for you, so you got to watch me drive. I totally forgot to check to see whether said bale trailer supports 240 centimeter bales. So we're going to find out real time. But sometimes it's the quirks of the game that add to the fun and the excitement, so on and so forth. And let's hope that this is the solution for the problem we're having right now. So we move on to brighter and better things, but it's already a setback when I have to spend another additional 5, 10, 15 minutes or whatever it ends up being just to drive to the shop, pick up this bale trailer, drive it back to the farm, and then pick up said bales. Because from a gamer standpoint, if a baler indicates in its notes that it accepts a particular size of bales, that should be the end of discussion right there. And that baler, as you saw in the notes when we looked at it, this baler says it's supposedly supposed to support 240 centimeter bales, but apparently it does not support 240 centimeter liftable bales. So I don't know what the logic is or lack thereof concerning that issue. That's all I got right now, guys. And if you can't tell by now, I'm fuming a bit. I am. Still having fun, but not as much fun as I should be right now. all this driving back and forth is a wonderful thing. Is it not? Wonderful thing. Alright, wish me luck, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people around the world. Here we go. Let's see what the survey says. Operating position. Alright. That's what it is. So even though the universe didn't want us to look, Ma, we're bailing. And there's some that was one of them, Miss Grass spots that I love so much. And those smaller square bills here may be a challenge, but we'll see. We should get an error message when we come to those, and rightfully so. Let's see. Maybe not. That's it. Shit. There it is. That's and that's a fair message. I can't get mad about that one. The other one, definitely get mad about that. You see, you support a particular bill type and size. That should be it. Period. And that's not the first time I've run into an issue with that particular baler, saying it doesn't support a bell type that it's supposed to support, or a bell type and size, I should say. Alright, we got a full house. We're ready to go unload, and so we're going to switch up the transporting position. This is still all fun stuff, man. Look, Mom, we're farming. We're farming, Mom. We're doing farmer stuff. Alright, let's see. If we have capacity, we said grass bales. Unload bales. Unload bales here. Boom, boom, boom. Good stuff. Hey, we fit right in there. Welcome to the family. And we're ready to go. Rinse and repeat. Operating position. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, that's one of the different size bells apparently. I can't tell, they all look square to me. That's a different size one. That's a different size one. Alright. You should say I'm confused. Ay, 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 ay. Now I gotta visually be able to tell the little bitty ones from the not so little bitty ones, and they all look the same. Yikes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drive up to each and every one of them because they all look the same. I really can't visually tell the difference. That well, maybe that's my old man eyes and whatnot, but hey. They all look square to me. Want to make sure we got all the itty bitties out of the way. I think that's all of them. So keep it in mind. Let's go transport. Unload bales. Alrighty. And we reached max capacity for the storage. So that presents yet a new dilemma. So we're going to unload these bales here and go pick up the other bales. Lower track platform. And we'll just see capacity bale storage issue at a later date and time. But first, let's finish baling as we have to do right now. And we'll address the issue about the full bale storage in a bit. And I knew that was coming up, I just didn't Was hopeful that we wouldn't hit it just that quick, but like I said, we already were over-indexing with our straw bills, so it was just a matter of time before we start seeing some of that messaging. And again, the other thing we have in play is that there is a bill limit on console. We're not there yet, but if one of our bill storages is at capacity, we're not far from the bill limit either. But right now, the bottom line is we're probably going to just need to sell a few bills of each bill type. All right, 100%. Transporting position. And again, since these grass bales are only going to be used in reference to support for the sheep, we only need to keep those bales in one location, and that's at this farm. So we're gonna actually store these bales here. As well, at least temporarily, until we figure out a better solution for this crisis that we have right now. So unload bales. Let's see, go back that in there. Unload bills here. Overloading platform. Overall, what this means though is I'm just going to need to sell off some bales. Lots of straw bales. Just to create some space. Because logistically speaking, as I'm thinking out loud here now, we need to have more of the other bale types at our second bale storage location, and then have this bale storage be more focused on bales that we need in support of the sheep, and then also having materials to support for the cows, but not necessarily in the same numbers that we have for the cows at the other barn. because the only animals we have at the other barn is just cows. So that's the storage there should definitely be set up with just straight straw hay and silage. All what I need just to support the cows, and that's the only animals that we need to support at that particular farm. All right. So we're good. Now we're done that portion of the process. Let's see what else we got here. That we manage our production chains for today. We have not. We're gonna soon need to. Oh, the flowers are being supplied automatically to the baker. We have plenty of corn and the corn dryer. Propane's max. We're producing and distributing dried corn. We're producing cornbread, cake, pumpkin pie, apple pie. So all of the productions are doing what they do now. At least for the bakery. Grain mill is doing what it's supposed to do. We're producing wheat, flour from wheat and sorghum. We're producing corn flour from the corn and fine corn flour from a dried corn. In fact, that's, as you can see by the red bar, that's kind of bottlenecking right now. So we got all that. Dairy's good to go. Butter's still in the red, but I think that's going to eventually get back in the green. As long as that the supporting downstream production chains are operational. Pig food is maxed out, and that's fine for where we want it at right now. We only need the pig food factory producing pig feed to feed our pigs. Well, we could have it set up for sale. Do I want to? Actually, we'll go ahead and set that to selling right now, just to make a little bit of profit now, because we do need to make some money right now. Greenhouses need water and manure, don't they? Yeah. So we could top them off momentarily. And that's all. So our production chains are going. Animals, I think we're okay, except for pigs. I think we're still stand to top them off. Yeah, with straw and pig food. Horses have good met the requirement, daily riding requirement for horses. So, only question is, what do we want to do next? And I'm gonna vote for having this Mahindra and going and providing support from our greenhouses first. Let's go grab some manure and drop some manure off to our greenhouse. And I was hoping we wouldn't have to make multiple trips, but didn't get so lucky. Well, let's go and take a look at how much damage we did do. Alright, we're close. And there it is. And we can just move over to the next and do the same. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. Alright, manure's good. And we'll just dump the extra right back into our bunker. Alright, where we at? Next up, we're still rocking with the Mahindra. We're just gonna go grab our liquid tanker. And top up our liquids for all of our greenhouses. Alright, we're gonna grab some more water, fill her up, and we'll be back. Alright, that's all the water for right now. Go ahead and top this trailer back off one more time. And have it on standby for when we need it again. Alright, so where are we at now? Greenhouses are secured. The only issue now is dealing with the pig farm. So, we're going to address that right now. I'm going to take a little road trip and we're going to take a shortcut through the backwoods. Whoa. I meant to do that. gonna cut through this area here. Into this field. And scoot our way on down to our pig farm. At some point, as you saw, we just passed the BGA. We may incorporate BGA gameplay into our process, and might be sooner rather than later because we're gonna have to have a little mini bale sell-off right now. Let's just hit the pigs real quick. Grab some pig food. Okay, so it's going to take more than one trip. That's actually not a horrible thing per se. Oh. Scratch counter +1. Yeah, so we're going through that. Alright, now next on the agenda for the pigs is they need a little straw. So we're going to go ahead and purchase some straw. Alright, and that's a done deal. so we're gonna park the Mahindra now. Actually, before we park it, I need to check something out here because I see we have a field that has weeds. I'm gonna step out here and take a look at what information we're getting. Weed is medium. Somehow we missed the rolling deadline for the field. I don't know how, but I did. Actually, let's see. Oh, can't dump wheat here either, huh? This is a grain only bin. Alright, we're coming up to the end of tonight's episode. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight and thank you for your support and continued support. You've been tuned in to another episode of Jose 831 Gaming, Twitch live stream series, playing Farming Simulator 22 Premium Edition. We're on the Alma, Missouri map. And like I always say, if you're not having fun doing what you do, then what are you doing? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Whether you run into my media on Bose 831 Gaming on all of the major social media websites, most of the major social media websites, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, so on and so forth. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you love. Let me know what you don't. But either way, let me know, let me know, let me know. That's the only way I can get better at this. The episodes of this series will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, typically in their entirety. The same thing applies there. If you're running into my content for the first time there, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you got something you want to see, let me know, and I'll take it under advisement. Alright, we want to get the straw right. We don't have a sell point here either for straw, do we? Oh no, never mind. Having a brain malfunction again. The cows can take it, but they may not need it right now. All of it, at least. Awesome, they got it now. Cool beans. So we're gonna park the Mahindra. No, we're not. We're gonna. Yeah, we are. We're gonna have to get ready. We're gonna need to sell eggs anytime now. That might happen off camera at this point. Actually, I'm going to fire up Big Green again. Because one of the things we're going to do, and we're probably going to end up having to do it off camera, is I'm going to go and grab the sprayer, and we're going to spray herbicide on field, field number is that? That's field, 12, because if we look here at the weed situation, you can see we got lots of weed going on there, so we're going to go ahead and spray this field to get rid of the weeds. Herbicide. And that's where we're going to end it tonight. With me making that drive more than likely. Yeah. One of the last couple of minutes here. Now, if you've enjoyed tonight's episode, I hope to see you come back. I appreciate your viewership, and whether you're running across me on one of the other social media platforms or on the YouTube channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate your patronage, and I hope you'll come back and continue to enjoy my content as I enjoy providing it for you. We're going to do some spraying right now, and that's just probably where we're probably in it, but that's where we're going to end it at tonight. We'll go ahead and get this field sprayed, and then make an assessment on what we need to do next. I might work a contract or two off camera. We only have one available, so work a contract off camera, and that's all I got for tonight. we reached the top of the hour. And I will catch you folks on the flip side. Have a good night, everyone.